Yo, so you clicked this joint cause that title and thumbnail straight up screamed, we're about to spill the real tea on passive income that most peeps just don't get, right? Look, I ain't gonna front. This ain't clickbait or some fake hype. What you're about to peep is exactly what the ultra-rich do behind closed doors, and you're about to get that inside scoop, raw and uncut. First off, most folks think passive income is just throwing a few bucks in some app or flipping some side hustle for a quick bag. Nah, fam, that's baby stuff. The real players, they don't chase that weak sauce. They move slow, they move smart, and every single dollar they touch, it's strategic, it's calculated, it's building long-term juice. You see, while everyone else is chasing the hype, the big dogs are stacking interest, dividends, and investments that grow while they sleep. And that's the kind of mindset that separates the minnows from the sharks. You ever wonder why Jeff Bezos ain't worried about some hype coin or TikTok challenge? That's 'cause he's playing a whole different game, long-term marathon style. And if you stick with me, you'll start seeing how this game works, and maybe even start leveling up your own money moves. And yo, welcome to Think Like Billionaire 5, the spot where we break down the insane strategies, moves, and wealth hacks the ultra-rich don't talk about on the gram. If you're trying to get that bread and think bigger than your crew, smash that subscribe, hit the bell, and every Sunday we drop cinematic boss-level vids to school your money game. So check this. First rule of the wealthy, don't waste time on cheap gimmicks. Those $50 watches, those quick flip apps, the stuff that most people hype on socials? Nah, that ain't building legacies. The real players, they look at ROI like it's oxygen. They don't care if some side hustle makes a couple $100 today. They care about what's compounding over months and years. That's why ultra-rich people never panic, never chase trends, and always got multiple streams flowing like rivers. And you know the crazy part? This stuff is simple to understand, but 90% of folks just can't wrap their heads around it. They're busy watching shorts, scrolling feeds, and hoping for that overnight millionaire glitch. Meanwhile, the big dogs are quietly stacking their moves and letting interest and opportunity do the heavy lifting. And that's exactly what we're unpacking today. How the rich actually think, and how you can start peeping that mindset without risking your neck. All right, let's get into some real talk. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. Back in the day, dude wasn't rolling around in yachts or doing flex videos. Every dollar he spent was on scaling Amazon, building infrastructure, and investing in things that 99% of the world wouldn't touch. Fast forward, now he's out here with billions, but every move, still strategic. Same with Warren Buffett. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget Rule 1. That ain't some motivational quote. That's mindset, discipline, and long-term vision baked in. The wealthy don't just throw money around. They make sure it's doing work 24/7. Even in modern flex zones like Dubai, those private jets, yachts, islands. On the surface, it's stunting, but really it's network leverage and influence. Tools that open doors no one else can see. And that's the big lesson right here. Their moves aren't flashy for no reason. They're calculated for maximum impact. That's the juice most people completely sleep on. So now that you got the mindset vibe, let's peep how you can actually start seeing these moves in your own life. First up, forget chasing every shiny opportunity. The rich don't get hyped by trending coins, TikTok flips, or side hustles that promise a quick bag. They're looking for long-term compounding streams, stuff that works while they're catching Z's. That's the real magic. And here's a tip. You can start applying this today. Look at your own money, your time, your energy, and start stacking what actually grows. Don't waste energy on things that fizzle in a week. And this ain't theoretical. This is exactly how ultra-rich people operate, and it's why most regular folks can't touch their wealth. They're busy with distractions, while the sharks are quietly multiplying assets and stacking value silently. Now, let's break down some mistakes most peeps make. Number 1, chasing hype. They see a trend, they throw money at it, they panic when it dips, rinse, and repeat. Ultra-rich? Nah, they ignore the noise. Number 2, relying on one income stream. If all your eggs are in one basket, you're toast. Big players, multiple streams, diverse assets, and constant monitoring of growth. Number 3, skipping strategic planning. They don't just wing it. Every move is intentional. That's why when the market dips, they ain't stressed. They're buying opportunity, stacking more, and letting compounding do its thing. And here's the kicker. These lessons are simple, but applying them consistently. That's what separates the elite from the pack. Yo, now here's the part most folks miss. Mindset reinforcement. Every choice, every dollar, every decision reinforces who you are financially. The rich are constantly reinforcing elite thinking. When you make smart moves, you start thinking like a boss. When you chase hype, you start thinking like a struggler. So start stacking good habits, long-term thinking, and calculated risks. And yeah, if you're feeling these tips, smash that like, drop a comment below, tell me which principle hit you the hardest, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next level lessons. Let's talk examples in real time. Take property or stocks. The wealthy aren't buying just anything. They're scanning the market, peeping opportunity, and hitting the stuff that gives compound growth and long-term leverage. You ain't gonna see them freak out over a one-day dip. Nah, they're checking charts, analyzing trends, and adding more to the pot. And this is exactly the thinking you need to start absorbing, stop getting played by the quick fixes, and start learning the big picture grind. That's the billionaire mindset right there. Alright, so now we're entering the real juice. How to level up your own game. Step 1. Value over price. Don't just grab the cheapest option, grab what gives real returns. Step 2. Stack multiple streams. Even if small, make sure they compound. Step 3. Ignore the hype. Follow real logic, not social trends. Step 4. Mindset reinforcement. Small, consistent moves create big shifts. That's literally how the big dogs play. And remember, this is real stuff. No fake numbers, no inauthentic BS, all researchable strategies you can apply now. And yo, let's get real. Passive income isn't about sleeping all day and hoping money drops from the sky. Nah, it's about stacking assets that work for you, letting compounding take over, and being smart while everyone else panics. Stocks, real estate, dividends, investments, intellectual property, that's the playground for the rich. And when you start thinking like that, every dollar starts working for you instead of the other way around. So what's next? Simple. Start small, stack consistent moves, and let your money play the long game. And while you do that, keep learning, keep watching, and keep absorbing the elite mindset. And yo, if you're vibing with this, like this video, comment what move you'll start with, and subscribe to Think Like Billionaire 5, because every Sunday we drop cinematic videos teaching real, no BS wealth strategies. Wrapping up, remember the ultra-rich don't chase hype, don't panic, and don't settle. They stack long-term, make smart decisions, and let the money work for them. You can start doing the same. Just apply the logic, the mindset, and stay consistent. Stick around, start thinking like a boss, and let your moves reflect the billionaire mindset. Peace out, and catch you in the next cinematic drop.